Hey guys, I'm sorry. I really wanted to make an awesome video for you. I really wanted to put my heart and soul into it, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to. I'm having to make the video while I'm driving to class right now. So I'm sorry in advance. But, anyways, here's the video.
Hi, how are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't know why I'm acting like anybody besides you, Professor, is watching this, but welcome to my video about hacking. Me personally, I love hacking. I hope to be a penetration tester when I'm older, when I'm not a baby boy anymore. But a lot of people get scared when you mention hacking, and, I'm wondering why. Why do people get scared? Well, let's look into that. When most people think of hacking, they imagine some malicious force out to steal their mother's maiden name. And while this may be true in some cases, hacking is a much more nuanced topic than many people give it credit for. Hell, without innovations in hacking culture, many modern security luxuries we have today would be non-existent, and the likelihood of bad actors being able to do as they please would almost be a certainty. Now, I hear you asking, but hotness, how do these good actors use this modern day security to protect us from these bad actors? Well, hopefully, by the end of this video, I will have conveyed the message that because of these bad hackers finding exploitative measures within different security systems, this allows the good hackers to learn from these bad hacks and tailor the next wave of antivirus and anti-malware software to these attacks, while also spreading this knowledge to the wide array of the heroes of hacking all over the globe. Quite honestly, I can't think of any better example of a bad apple turned good in the world of hacking than one of my personal heroes, Kevin Mitnick. Born in 1963 in Los Angeles, California, Kevin Mitnick grew up in a world that was radically changing because of new cell phone and computing technology, and Mitnick wanted to know every last detail of both. He and other fellow so-called phone freaks would restore old phones and computers and would chat with each other all over the world. Now I know what you're probably thinking. What does this nerd have to do with hacking? What, does he become a paragon of hackers all over the globe? Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, he does. But at first, he was a fucking gangster. On the run throughout the 80s and the 90s, and on the FBI's most wanted list, Mitnick was eventually caught and sentenced to 5 years in prison. However, his exploits and adventures started spreading around those same hacking and phone freaking channels he used to be a part of, and this spurred on the Free Kevin movement. The Free Kevin movement was taken on by thousands of ethical hackers all over the globe, as they enjoyed Mitnick's escapades as he never hacked for financial gain, only for the glory of doing it, and for a trophy at the end, which is something every hacker, and probably most programmers, can get behind and respect. Including me. I fucking love this dude. After 5 years of serving his sentence, Mitnick was finally a free man and used his newfound hacking stardom to start his own private software defense and penetration testing company, where he now works to defend individuals like us and businesses every day from people that are like how he used to be. So, it's a little bit of a continuity error. I've learned now to not try to record whole videos at 2 a.m. when I'm sleepy, but it's now 11 a.m. and I'm well rested and ready to continue. So, anyways, so you might be asking yourself, well, Hotness, why did you just spend 2 minutes talking about one of your personal hacking heroes who's a treasure to behold? And, I would answer that with because there's a lot of hackers like Mitnick out there that just need an outlet for their hacking talents and want to be able to challenge themselves, and they just don't know that there's a better way to do it. However, many hackers have started to realize that hacking isn't just a niche subgroup anymore, and there's a lot of money to be made in hacking. So more and more bad hackers are turning to the side of good for not really any moral reasons, more for greedy ones. But, hey, if it benefits us, it benefits us. But I don't want to just talk about the bad hackers out there turn good. I also want to talk about the small people affected by bad hacking. You and me. Well, I mean, not really you as much, Professor, because, you're really rich, but, me and other small business owners out there. How can they deal with these bad hacks and learn from these experiences? One major hack in 2019 involved ransomware being deployed to over 400 small businesses. This attack shut down an agency in 4 of its locations, with servers and computers crashing. This is what happened to one small business interviewed after this attack. Of course, this affected all of these businesses drastically. But after these attacks, all of these businesses swore to better equip themselves against these threats. They learned from this attack that these things can happen and are very real, and that they need to better arm and equip themselves against these forms of aggression. To get to the brass tacks of this video, good hackers and bad hackers have a kind of strange yin-yang dynamic going on, where good hackers learn from the bad hackers and their attacks and better prepare the systems in order to face these same threats. And then bad hackers see these as challenges and try to find new ways to overcome it. Rinse and repeat, and you have quite a vicious cycle going on, honestly. So I guess this kind of brings us back around to the beginning part of the video, where why would we need hacking at all if it's just going to be in this vicious cycle? And yeah, I mean, in a perfect world, we probably wouldn't need hacking. But, what sucks is people are always going to want to steal your shit. And unfortunately, technology is the newest and best way to do that. So as long as there's one bad apple in the orchard, we're always going to need a couple of good ones to defend the rest of us. We also need to remember, though, that we can't just rely on these couple of figures that want to do good for society and good by hacking's name. We have to take it into our own hands as citizens of a technological world to learn more about hacking and to learn from these bad attacks and to use these bad attacks against these bad actors in order to stop them in their tracks. Just remember, guys, and I'm using guys here like as like a speaking to the audience moment. I know it's still just you, Professor. We're basically just having a one-on-one chat right now. But remember, if we don't learn from these bad attacks, then I mean my ethical theory is wrong and I get an F, because it doesn't benefit us at all. But luckily, there are a special few out there that do want to learn from these bad actors, or that are bad actors themselves that have decided to walk the path of good to help humanity. And I, for one, have a great thirst of knowledge for hacking. And I hope after this video, you do too. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. And remember, keep hacking. Peace out. Bye! Professor, just as another 20 seconds of filler to make this 8 minutes, but also, genuinely, you have been one of, if not the coolest professor I've had in all of my college experience. I'm not just trying to sniff farts half a mile up your ass. I really mean it. You've been awesome. It's been an awesome class. I'm going to tell you all this shit tomorrow when I hand this to you on a USB. But I just wanted to let you know that I genuinely had a lot of fun. And thank you for the cool little refreshing semester before I have the hell that is my senior year.